Today's the day. We've got a new godmother for the new icon ship, Star of the Seas. Alright, what's going on, Adventure Fam? We've got some breaking news as of this morning. It's probably all over the internet already, but Royal Caribbean has dropped some information we have been waiting for quite some time, and that is who the godmother of the newest icon class ship, Star of the Seas, is going to be. And it is going to be none other than the Motown Queen herself, Diana Ross. Yes, at 81 years old, she is the former lead singer of the Supremes, who rose to fame in the in the 1960s, I should say. And look, until this day, at 81 years old, she is still selling out arenas. So Diana Ross is the newly named godmother of the newest ship that Royal Caribbean is launching in August. So what does a godmother actually do? Well, they do a couple of little things, but Matt over at Royal Caribbean the blog said it, pretty truthfully here when he said that it's as much of a marketing scheme or gimmick or whatever you want to say than it is a maritime tradition, because this tradition does go back decades and decades, with naming godmothers of the ships. Now, traditionally, it is a woman that is named. However, there have been a few men as of late, and even a couple of families that have been named as the honorary godmother or godfather or godpeople of the ship, I should say. And as far as a marketing scheme, of course, it's always attached typically to a celebrity, right? The reason being is because a celebrity is going to draw a much bigger crowd or attention to the new ship than, say, if they were to name me for that, for example. Now, look, I would never turn down the honor if somebody wanted to give it to me, but at the same time, the celebrities are going to draw more of a crowd, more of attention, maybe to some traditional non-cruisers. If you're a huge Diana Ross fan, for example, but you've never taken a cruise, you might pay attention to the ship a little bit more, find out what it's more about. But really what the godmother does is they're part of the naming ceremony, and this naming ceremony is going to be taking place sometime in August. Now, the Star of the Seas is a little bit different in the sense of its first week-long inaugural, or the official inaugural cruise, is going to be August 31st. We'll be on board of that. But before that, there's going to be 2 short preview sailings that are going to be taking place before that inaugural sailing. And so traditionally before the inaugural sailing is when they would do the naming ceremony, and that would involve, of course, in this case, Diana Ross or whoever the godmother is, for the ship. But this time they're probably going to look at, no date's been given, I'm going to assume they're going to do it before one of those preview cruises. And what do they actually do? Well, they get on board, they bless the ship, they bless the passengers, they bless the crew for a safe journey during that naming ceremony. Now, the last person to be named a godmother was Meghan Trainor. That was for Royal Caribbean's Utopia of the Seas. And she did a concert after the fact. After the ceremony was over, she actually put on a concert. No telling if Diana Ross is going to do the same, but we'll see. She's still selling out shows wherever she's going, which is amazing for 81 years old. And look, she said it best. She is super thrilled about being part of this journey. I'm truly honored to join the Royal Caribbean family, having spent years of creating beautiful music and memories and bringing people together from all over the world. This feels like a perfect continuation of my journey as godmother of the Star of the Seas. So there you have it. Diana Ross named the official godmother of the Star of the Seas. I gotta admit, I was a little surprised. Everybody was speculating. Of course, they've got Back to the Future, the new show, which I'm so looking forward to seeing while we're on board. So I think a lot of people were, speculating Michael J. Fox, and that would have been a cool thing to do, to have him as part of it as well. Of course, he's done a lot of research for Parkinson's with his diagnosis and things like that. So I think a lot of people were speculating that. I don't know how many people are actually speculating Diana Ross. Let me know in the comments down below if this is what you were expecting for Royal Caribbean to do, if this is who you thought they were going to name, or who did you think was going to be the godmother, I should say. Get it out, Eric. Get it out. So that's it. That's the news for Royal Caribbean today. Breaking news. Diana Ross, Star of the Seas, honorary godmother. Can't wait to jump on ship August 31st, and it's going to be here before we know. But if you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Drop a like on the video if you like that, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.